power.
The Lord is thy shepherd, I shall not want. Him maketh I lie down in a green pastures. Him leadeth I beside still water. Them him restoreth I soul. Him leadeth I in the path of righteousness for him name's sake. Yea! Though I rasta, I go walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I can't fear no evil. For thy rod and thy staff them comforted I and I. Uno prepare a table before I in the presence of our enemy them. Uno anointed I head with no oil, my cup runneth over. Surely goodness and mercy, I go follow I all the days of I Ivan. Me I go dwell in the house of the Lord God. Jah! Kadamawe Grumabe Atela E. Where 2 centuries meet in the name of the Most High Jah. And that's so Jaja there. If Jaja never build up your house, the builder I go build it in vain. Same way, if Jaja never watch upon them same house we build for you, the watchman I go watch it in vain. The name of the Lord is a strong tower, and the righteous run into it and them is saved. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High Jah shall therein abide under the shadow of the Almighty. And I give thanks and I says unto your name, King of kings and Lord of lords, the conquering Lion of the tribe of Judah. Amasa Yahuda Amasa Negusto Negaste Danielam Komaya Sataya Aimana Pio Aya Kedamawe Grumabe Atila E. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And my name, Black Rasta. In every traditional African home there is a black pot. Now, the magic about the black pot is that it brings about togetherness, unity, friendship. Yes, my brother, my sister, in Africa, anytime we have a visitor, we prepare the most sumptuous dish for this visitor, for this stranger. Even if the whole family will go hungry for the stranger to eat to his fill, we do that because we always want the stranger to be welcome. Hospitality. My brother, my sister, aside that, the black pot, anytime it rests on the fire, has so many different ingredients agreeing to come together to cohabitate. Should I break it down? Yes. Ingredients of so many different colors, different shades of colors, different sizes, different shapes, and different smells, and different tastes. They all agree to come together and produce one homogeneous product, which is the food, which will give you nourishment, sumptuousness. Oh my God. So when we come together in Africa, eating from the same pot, we are only telling each other, together we stand. If one man is poisoned, the whole family is poisoned. Same way, if one man is nourished, the whole family is nourished. We have the same destiny. Hallelujah. That's the power of the black pot. My brother, my sister, this is the black pot, aka Kukushonamo. And what is it about us? We need to put away all the shapes and colors of our skin and where we come from and where we don't come from, what affiliations we have and what affiliations we don't have. Just like the ingredients in the black pot come together on one beautiful continent and look towards the development of our people, our continent, our land. This is the black pot, aka Kukushonamo, where we speak truth to power. And we normally don't like to criticize. You know that, right? We don't like to criticize, but if we must criticize, we would only just criticize to build and not to destroy. That is why we say we are in the service of God and country. Yes, it's all about our people, our continent, our land. We are live on Pan-African TV, Africa's only Pan-African TV. We are also live on, oh my God, Ghana Web TV. We are also live on Loud Silence TV and our own TV, Black Empire TV. What are you talking about? The truth is one. The truth is always an orphan because it is bitter but very healing, just like traditional African medicine. My grandfather used to tell me, if you go for medicine that is not bitter, then you are only having a soft drink. It's no medicine. The medicine must be bitter so that the moment you put it in your mouth, in fact, you will see 7 trillion contours on your face. Bitter medicine. But after that, you will smile in health. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Pick up our number on the screen. We are very bitter, but we heal like traditional African medicine. My brother, my sister, rewiring the minds of the generations to come and even the present generation. The problem with Ghana is not just schools and hospitals and roads. The problem with Africa is not just schools, roads, and hospitals. It is the mindset. And that is what we are doing right now. Pick up our number on the screen. Do business with us. Let's advertise your product. It's going to be everywhere on the continent of Africa and beyond. The more the African businesses prosper, the more we prosper. That is why we want to do business with you. We want to be that lifeline for your staggering business line. Be with us. Do business with us. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonomo, where we speak truth to power. First thing I want to look at, my brother, my sister, is rolling on the screen. And what does it say? E-Levy, an economic disaster. Jesus have mercy. That is the demonic E-Levy. Very beautiful colors, yet very demonic. And I like this design. You can see the various networks. In fact, the major networks in Ghana. One is missing. Glow is somewhere else. But there it is. These are the 3 major networks in Ghana. And you have to see the phones. Yes. And the phones are giving out money. You see that? Look at it. Momo Agents Association of Ghana. Yekabum. We are coming together. What are they saying? Watch this. E-Levy has collapsed our businesses, left several others jobless. That's the Momo Association. Come along. Come on, my brother. Watch this. What is it saying? It says the Ghana Mobile Money Association has lamented that the implementation of the E-Levy has collapsed several mobile money businesses. The association says the negative impact of the implementation cannot be underestimated. According to the association, several of its members have laid off workers, whilst others have gone out of business, and those who are still in business are unable to expand. The volume of transactions in the industry they disclosed has also decreased. Evans Otumfuo, General Secretary, speaking on Yankuntomu Nsem on Rainbow Radio 87.5 FM, stated that the E-Levy should be eliminated. Nobody can deny that the E-Levy has had a negative impact. It has resulted in significant hardship. Several of our members have had to lay off employees. We are unable to grow. Our origin margins have shrunk. Those of us who are still in business are unable to expand or open new locations. If someone asks if we want it scrapped, we will say yes. However, if they are unwilling to scrap it, they must support us because we are experiencing severe economic hardship. Dash it away. My brother, my sister, we're talking about the demonic E-Levy. We all know how this dirty E-Levy came into being. Let me take you a little back into history. We remember when this dirty government wanted to pass the E-Levy, greedy government. Now, the Vice President of the Republic of Ghana, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, had said time and again that Momo is something that he will never tax because it's poor people who basically deal with that. And what is Momo? Mobile money. Transacting business using your phone, sending money from one person to the other. But this dirty demonic government made a U-turn quickly because of greed and decided to tax mobile money. My brother, my sister, in order to tax it, they said, oh, don't worry about it. As long as you are able to send 100 Ghana cedis a day, it means that you are no longer poor, you are rich. Remember when Esla Owusu told us this? Now, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia has been so quiet from that time on this E-Levy because he wants to be president, because they cannot keep to one thing. They say this and the next day they are saying another thing. And in order to have it passed, They needed to have the majority in parliament. They claimed they are the majority side, but they couldn't produce the majority in parliament. You know what they did? Some of them were sick. Some of them were lying on the surgeon's table with their brains opened inside out for a certain dissection. My brother, my sister, some of them were also in America busily giving birth to children. Some other people were in Canada, and I'm talking about their MPs, the so-called majority, the party in power. Some were in Canada having holidays. My brother, my sister, when it was time for them to vote in parliament, we saw things. What happened? Hey, we saw things. Remember earlier, we saw MPs beating each other's pot belly. Some were chewing ballot paper like goats on heat. My brother, my sister, we all remember that, right? In the Ghanaian parliament, for the first time, we saw a whole parliament house turned into a circus. Clowns were fighting each other. My brother, my sister, we all saw it. You all remember Carlos Ahinkra, the guy who was chewing the ballot paper like a goat on heat. Remember, he was the same person that the president sent away as a deputy minister because during the COVID era, he tested positive and still ignored the warnings, went out in public hugging people during the elections. So the president was embarrassed and decided to send him away. He was the same person chewing the ballot paper because he believed that his party had lost during the vote for the Speaker of Parliament. We all remember, right? We all remember, right? So he would destroy the votes. He snatched the ballot box, took the papers, and put the papers in his mouth, the ballot paper, and started chewing. My brother, my sister, this one became a slugfest. You know what it means to say slugfest? Boof, bim, bam, bim, boof, 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 boof. You know how they do it. I don't know why the boxers normally, as if it's their nose that is doing the boxing. It's their hands, right? They were doing that in the parliament. My brother, my sister, today, they flew even those on the surgeon's table. Kennedy Japan had his head opened into two. And the doctor, American doctor, was checking it out to find out what was wrong. Some other people like Ajua Safo were there nursing their babies. My brother, my sister, they flew all of them back. Some of them even in private jets to come and vote for this demonic E-Levy. They ended up passing it. Many people still said it was illegal. They passed it. And Ghanaians said, well, you can force a horse to the riverside, but you can't force the horse to drink. Ghanaians refused to use E-Levy. And today, this is what we are seeing. Businesses have been collapsed. Even the government has come out to say that it is not working. They are not making as much money from the demonic E-Levy as they expected. Remember, for this E-Levy, they had cancelled the road tolls. And there was that controversy that they were even going to turn the road tolls into toilets. I'm talking about the booths. Up till now, we haven't seen a single toilet on the road. But interesting, when people are driving on the road, then there are toilets in the middle of the road. Hallelujah. What a wonderful country. My brother, my sister, this is the demonic E-Levy. It's killing people in Ghana. And remember, Kenneth Ashigbe. That's Ken Ashigbe. What did he tell us about it? He said this is bringing Ghana backwards. It's delaying the growth of Ghana, the E-Levy. Remember, we've talked about this before. My brother, my sister, God is punishing this demonic government in power. Dash it away, make you deal with the next thing. Come here. Next thing I want to look at. And this is terrible. Watch it. Accra must have no power over our lands as chiefs. There's a chief who is saying that. Why should he go to Accra to go and get a paper to use his own land? Land that was bequeathed to him by his ancestors. He is chief of the area. Why should politicians decide for him how he should use his land? He doesn't understand. Look at the headlines. Ghana Web. Why should I go to Accra to get a permit before I can explore what is in my own land? Ugwai Manhine Quizzes. Ogwai, Cape Coast. The paramount chief of Cape Coast, Ogwai Manhen, Osaberima Kwesi Atta II, has posited that the central government has too much power. According to him, the powers of chiefs who had complete control of their territories before the colonial era have almost been completely taken away by political authorities. Osaberima Kwesi Atta II said that chiefs nowadays have to seek permission from politicians in the capital town of Ghana, Accra. Is it capital town or capital city? Well, maybe Accra is a town. Okay, capital town of Ghana, Accra, before they are allowed to do anything on their own land. With the advent of politics, as we see it today, chiefs, as it were relegated to the background. The position they held and the part they played is not the same today. Where you had the power to do certain things, you do not have that same power now. You have to channel certain decisions to Parliament and even to the government before you implement certain things. And I wouldn't say it's an affront, but it subjects the chief to either the government or to the Parliament. And that was not the case in the past. It is a nuisance. It's a delay. Wow. He says it's a delay. He says it's a delay in the resolution of matters in your own environment. He said, for example, if you are chief, that land of which you are the chief belongs to you. Hold it in trust for the people, and therefore anything, whether minerals or whatever there is in that land, you should have control. If you are missing it, your people are there to check on you misusing it. All right. If you are misusing it, your people are there to check on you. The chief is quoted to have said. He added that, why should I go to Accra to get a permit before I can explore what is in my own land? You can have your treaties, but leave my land alone. Dash it away. Come along. Very long story, right? It's a long story. My brother, my sister, Ogwaimanhin is still living in the past. No wonder he's a traditional ruler. He wants to go back to the days of tribal wars. He wants to go back to the days of slavery. He wants to go back to the days, my brother, my sister, where people were brought to the chief's palace to be lashed. People were banished. People had their footsteps swept away. People were asked to go and sit by the riverside and cry for 1 whole year before returning to the people. Where people were forced to bring goats and sheep to the chief. Where people were supposed to give their daughters by force to the chief to marry. These are the days of Osaberima Ogwaimanhin Kwesi Atta II is talking about. Oh, Nana, I love traditional power. Do you understand what it means to say Ghana is a republic? But this is not the only chief thinking like that. It happened in Ashanti, right? When Nkrumah was here with us. Why did the Ashantis start fighting Nkrumah? This is history. Why did they decide to form the NLM? National Liberation Movement. Listen. National Liberation Movement. And it was nothing but a political movement that was interested in segregation. It was a segregationist party. A party that was dividing Ghana into two. A party that was so jealous that an Nzima man had become the president of this nation. Kwame Nkrumah had gone round to gather all the people, including the Voltarians, making useless of Tolimo, and going all the way to the north, bringing the NPP, the original NPP, Northern People's Party, led by SD Dombo. SD Anto was for Tolimo. They came together and gave themselves out to Nkrumah to form Ghana, including the Ashanti region. Or better said, the Ashanti Kingdom. All of a sudden, Balfour Yakoto, the father of the current Agric minister, my brother, my sister, who was a linguist to the Otumfo at that time, came out and they started pushing the agenda of Yatian. They didn't want us to be one like this. Yatian. That was their symbol. So they will see each other and be waving. Yatian. It means they are separated from Ghana. They didn't want to be one people anymore. No. Separated. Yatian. Why? The reason was that Nkrumah said, oh, there's so much wealth in the Ashanti region. And it's all part of Ghana. Now we are a republic. One man should be able to feed the rest. We don't know when the other man who has been fed can also feed the rest who fed him originally. There was gold. There was cocoa. Let us use some of the wealth to help the less fortunate ones, especially those in the northern region and those in the Volta region. Ashanti region said no. And the Otumfo, Balfour Yakoto, who was his chief linguist, formed LLM. NLM, National Liberation Movement. They didn't want their wealth to be shared. They didn't see why politicians should sit in Accra and decide for them what should be done to their land. They didn't understand what it meant to say a republic. This is the mentality of Wamanhin Osaberima Kwesiata the second is having. It's most unfortunate. Are we not ready for a republic? The way you are talking, Nana, with all respect, I know people of Cape Coast are so ingenious. They are so learned. Yan fantifu ya abrofosem. Nje etase. Abrofosem. Je pebrofen. Kuntu Blankson. Kwamina Antubamson. Yanara. Uncle. Dab. Uncle ye kura. Listen. When the government comes to build roads for you in your area, do you tell the government you can't decide for us whether we need roads or not? When the government comes to build hospitals for you, do you tell the government, no, you can't decide for us whether we need hospitals or not? Do you do that? We have all given our power to the government to decide for us. It's agreeing to disagree. That's what it means to say democracy. That's what it means to say a republic. There is no kingship in Ghana anymore. There's not even one king. Because there's no kingdom. Where's the kingdom? You can't have a kingdom in a republic. No, the constitution doesn't even support that. But we still believe in our ancient thing. So we will still give you the title and say, oh, king this, or king that, or king that. But remember that it's only a title that does not carry power in its right sense. Because there's no kingdom. That's why today we don't have Ashanti Kingdom. We have Ashanti region. We don't have the Gomba Kingdom. We have Northern region. In fact, the first kingdom to be established in this part of the country called Ghana today was the Dagomba Kingdom. Are you aware that the Gombas were originally Arabians? Where Osama bin Laden came from, do you know that it was all controlled by the Gombas for close to how many hundreds of years? They were the first to trace their history all the way to this region. They were the first to build a kingdom. But at the end of the day, there's no Dagomba Kingdom. No. There's no Buno Kingdom. There's no Aigbe Kingdom. Ever Kingdom. No, there's nothing like that. It's all because of these things we are talking about. So, Nana, we are living in a democracy where we have all agreed that we need a leader. And that leader, the small powers that we have, we are giving to that leader. Same way you want your people to check you if you are misusing things, we are also supposed to check the government in power if it's misusing that power. When we go to the ballot box, what it signifies is that, oh, the power that I have, I am giving it to you. It's like you push your son to do things. Say, son, I am taking the back bench. Do all the thinking now. You can't come back and complain, and my son did this without telling me, and he did this without. You have already given the power. That's what we call vested power. Better still, vested interest. Did I treat it right? So with all respect, Nana, those days there, they are gone. Oh. Now you can't get up and start digging and say that it's your land. You are removing gold and destroying the land and saying that, mami mai, igwai, dabi. Wait, chomko. Dambrn. Mr. Dambrn. Wait, chomko. Tunana, paucho. I'm crying, Miss Mipeland, it will keep course ho. Igwai, Mipeland, enti. Obea, mam land na. Mfansham how far I, paucho. This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonum. Come! Come! When we return, we have more. In the interim, I have a quote for you. I really don't know what quote it is, but I know it has something to do with this chieftaincy, traditional rule. Hey! Wayo! This is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonum. And here we speak truth to power. Well, my name is Blakk RASTA. And I want to say thank you so much for joining us. My brother, my sister, we want to thank all our sponsors and we say thank you so much for holding us strong. We'll make sure that your businesses will continue to flourish like this. Pick up our numbers on the screen. Hit us on WhatsApp, free call. You can also give us a regular call. Let us talk. Let us advertise your business. Let's make your business grow. Give us the financial muscle to be able to deal with the generation. Rewiring the minds. Well, my name is Blakk RASTA, and this is the Black Pot, aka Kukushonum, where we speak truth to power. Next thing I want to look at is rolling. Watch it. China Mall, Mauled. Hallelujah. China Mall, Mauled. Our headlines will make you cringe. We are the masters of the game. We never get short of headlines. Look at Ghana police. They are there. And look at the big man standing there, ordering them. I don't know if they were speaking Chinese to them or what, but what I know is that they have closed the China Mall. And this is the GRA, Ghana Revenue Authority. Now, they say there's something that is important that I need to share with you. They say necessity is the mother of invention, right? I remember in school, I forgot that quote. My English teacher, may he rest in peace, he just passed on. We used to call him Mr. Mens. Oh my God, such a wonderful man. Mr. Kwame Mens. I forgot the quote and I said, necessity is the father of invention. He almost stripped my head off. Are you changing that thing? Are you changing it? Yes, it's a saying you cannot change. You know? Well, I mean, may he rest in peace. He was the best English teacher I ever had. Kwame Mens. May he rest in peace. He died in the US. Watch this. China Mall closed over failure to fix e-VAT system. And that's GRA. The Ghana Revenue Authority, through its enforcement team, has closed down all branches of China Mall. Kaput. The team said The action was taken due to the shop's refusal to work on its electronic VAT collection system. GRA in recent times has locked up shops that have refused to comply with issuing VAT invoices and fixing e-VAT systems, which were launched on October 1, 2022 in a bid to reduce tax leakages. That's Shatta Wale. My brother, my sister, that's what it is. So you see, I am a man who loves cultural integration. I love to have Indians with us. I grew up watching Indian films. Johnny man, Johnny Kain, Johnny Kain, oh Johnny le, hey, Alemaraham, Kibaran, Kiran, Alemaraham, Kibaran, Kirasoratina, Johnny le, Johnny man, oh Jesus. I was the best Indian dancer as a child in my village in Mosizongo in Tamale. Women used to come and pay me to sing Indian songs. That is why today in my music you hear Indian melodies. Dos Guyana, dos Kibadarea Mile, Hatipad Maripa Kiba Janele. Oh gosh. Look, it's making me feel something. Is that what you call goose pimples or monkey pox? Jesus. Hey, we also watch Chinese films. Underwater fighting. We saw it. We saw how you guys could fly to the moon with no wings. We saw it. We loved you. But we were watching you from afar. Now you have come so close to us. Indians are slapping us. Lebanese are slapping us, making us eat food from their chamber pots. You are destroying our land in the name of Galamsey. So when you were far away from us, we were better. You gave us the wrong representation of yourselves. Now you are with us and we are seeing the true you. What is up? Can you do this in China? Can you do this in China? Hey, you don't want the government of Ghana to prosper. VAT, value added tax. China, your taxes are like hellish. People are paying. In India, it's like that. Then you come here and you want to join hands with dirty Ghanaians and misbehave. GRA, thanks so much. We appreciate you. Do the work. But you'll be shocked that some dirty GRA workers will go back, open the place quietly. Like I used to live in a house around the Teshi area there. Hey, that house, even if it was burning, helicopters could not even go there. How could helicopters go there? So packed. You have to do this in order to go to your house. I don't know who gave them permits to build like that. Teshi area there. Hey, my brother, you know what happened there? Electricity didn't even know that, the electricity company didn't know that those houses were there. But some people knew from electricity. They would go there and hide and take 2 cedis, 1 Ghana cedi, and pretend to be working on the meter. When electricity got to know and disconnected, oh, massa. The same people went there, reconnected the thing, took some money from them. They will enjoy free power. It's the same thing that's happening in Nima. How can the country grow? Then you call yourself Muslim, you call yourself Christian, you go and cry to God that you are not prospering. You are not prospering because you are a thief. You are a power thief. You are the brother of D Blakk. You are the brother of Obinim. You guys are not patriotic. All ministers of state should pay for power. All ministers of state should pay for water. That shows that you are patriotic. The government even owns Electricity Company of Ghana. Why? What the heck? What How is this? And when you look at these things, you are like, listen, you make the most efficient use of power when you are paying for it. When you give somebody the chance to use power, government will pay, oh my God. He will connect you to 6 million other. It's just like a phone. I remember a brother of mine who was, I won't go into detail because he's no more alive. You know what he did? When he was working in a government company and they gave him a free phone. Those days, that phone, that cring, cring, the whole family, every morning, about 88 of us will queue. You are calling this person. You are calling it, and all the costs will go to the government. We were little children, we didn't know. Because we're not well oriented. That is what we are doing right now. Rewiring. Go to Japan and see if children from the Nagasaki family would go all the way to Yokomoto or Yamaha to go and stand there that they are making calls. They are calling Hashimoto. Go to China and see if they'll do that. But they come to Ghana and they do these nasty things to us. You need a president with sense, not Nanado. Sense, common sense, or patriotism. Some of these things, I say them and I get so emotional. Look how they brainwashed us with their movies. Now that we've had the opportunity to meet them face to face, eyeball to eyeball, we see that no, they are not the people that they portray themselves to us. Before I went to America, I was expecting to see people driving cars and, jumping from one building to the other. And I was expecting to see people carrying guns and all those things. But when I arrived in America, I saw people sitting on the streets begging. Begging. Literally begging. Their movies have brainwashed us. When they come here, we must make sure that we tell our story. Foolish Ghanaians will team up with these people and rob and rape this nation. You need a better leader, not a leader who has no sense of patriotism. No sense of patriotism. China Mall has been mauled. They will open it in 2 days. The idiots will go back and open it. So they've done it now. They did it to that, what's that bar called? That Lebanese bar that recently was closed for poisoning Ghanaians. What's the name? Mawako! Poisoned Ghanaians. Some people had hernia because of the food that they ate. Pregnant women aborted their babies. What kind of poison was in the food? Mawako. After 1 month, press release. They are cutting another tape. They are clapping. They are singing the national anthem. Bang, 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 bang. Oh, Mawako is now free and forever because now, they have put their things in place and another bout of food poisoning. The other day I took a friend of mine out, a female. You know how Ghanaian girls like to, fried food and all that. They don't eat proper food, fried food, fast food. So please, can you take me to Mawako? My face changed. I said, where? You want to go there? Okay. I drove her to duel, where I eat fufu and a benkwai. Oh, this thing make me heavy. My stomach will come out and say, your stomach. You want the one that will make you abort the pregnancy? You want the one that will make you sick? When we return, we shall maul them the more. Hey! Wayo!
My name is Waris, but all of you know me as Comedian Waris. I come from a home where cleanliness is not only next to godliness, but a must. We seldom fell ill, and we saved our doctor this headache. At an early age, my mother introduced us to our best gift ever, PJ's Acid Cleaner. PJ's Acid Cleaner kills 99% of all germs and keeps your WCs, marbles, tiles, and concrete floors sparkling new and clean. In fact, you don't need any extra muscle when it comes to PJ's Acid Cleaner. It has all the muscle. When my fiancée, Mamiya, first visited me, I almost lost her. She didn't believe I was single, lived alone, and without a house help. Yet my house had this great fragrance and was always clean. I had to reveal my secret, PJ's Acid Cleaner, my family's greatest gift.
For bulk purchases, please call 0244 624 526 or 0262 233 243.
Am I a sumo?
Yes, Mama, right.
And you may a king cancer, no. You have my sister Paulina and a day after.
You may a king cancer, no. You better free. Abus chapter.
Hey, babe! Sister Paulina, we're reading glasses here, China, Hebrews.
Hey, madam!
Majem Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsule, a drawing Tina Brewati Semi. Me ready, I mention glasses. Obroni Bessie, see clear.
Hey, no crow. Tina Tet Hayan Herbal Capsules, a full supplement for good vision and not recommended for children below 12 years, asthmatic patients, pregnant and breastfeeding mothers.
A drawing baby atwa, Tina Tet Herbal Shop. Hey, now what?
Yeah,
Tina Tet Hayan.
see clear. Luxury home, it's a beauty place for every woman. We do braids, wave caps, weave-ons, nails, pedicure, manicure, waxing, massages. We do everything concerning beauty. So if any lady is thinking about beauty, I believe this is the right place for you to be. We do nail training here, we do braids training, we do wave caps installation, we do waxing. I mean, anything that we do, the services that we render here, we also train people. So if you want to be a master in nails, if you want to be a professional nail technician, this is the right place for you to be. We will train you and make sure you are a professional, not just any nail tech. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we train you to be your own boss. We have international trainers who train you to fit in anywhere in the world. We have our one-man training, and we also have 2 weeks. It's between 2 weeks to 1 month, depending on the individual. Whatever you want, we give it to you. At Chick Luxury Beauty Home, we give you quality yet affordable. So come and get trained and be your own boss.
Diana Wright, first of all, is a Jamaican. Yes, I'm a Jamaican. I was born in a little parish, a beautiful little parish called Clarendon, outside of Kingston. Everybody knows Kingston, but Clarendon is where I come from. I am a singer, I am an author, I am a songwriter, I am a poetess, and I am an actress. Right, I do the whole. I've been doing it for many years, and so basically that's who I am. I'm anything art, everything art. That's me. You think art and you think Diana. Yeah. I do reggae music. I do inspirational music. I do cultural music. I do gospel, if you call it gospel. You know, I just do uplifting, clean music. Even the 12-year-old can listen to it. You know, or the adult, if you feel like you need some motivation or so. The kind of music I do will really, you know, motivate you, and that's basically what I do, reggae predominantly. Okay, so the inspiration behind Bed of Roses is this. I actually, you know, bad to bad, as we say in Jamaica, there's that little stigma that has always been going on that, you know, most men are not good men, and you don't really have good men, especially like if they're poor and they can't take care of you. Women have 2 hands and 2 feet too, so you're crippled, you know. You don't necessarily need somebody to take care of you. What you need is a man with a good heart who loves you and who will work with you so you can build an empire. So Bed of Roses is really in the defense of men, and so also to really rewrite the narratives that if a man is poor and can't take care and that is not good. Not good for you, which is a lie. You understand? So there are lots of men out there who don't have a lot of money, but they are good and upright men. You know, they just want someone to work with them and someone to motivate them. And so that song was really, you know, to celebrate good men who don't necessarily have a lot of money.
Nice little ranch down the orchard. Well, if a veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Luchi and Mo in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Bed of Roses is available to the public on our platform called 16 Bars Multimedia. So on the website it will be the 16BARS M.com. So that is 16barsmm.com. Definitely. I am available for live performances any day of the week. So you can contact me on, first of all, you can reach out to me on my Instagram as Empress Diana, and my Diana has 2 N's. So that's Empress, which is DIANNA. So that's Empress Diana, that's my IG. And also you can send me a link or something on our YouTube. Our YouTube is the same name of our website, 16 Bars Multimedia. We have lots of work there. You can reach us there, and also you can reach us at 16barsmm@outlook.com. So that is 16. This time is the word all spelled out. 16barsmm@outlook.com. And if you choose, when you go on our website, which is the same 16barsmm.com, you can go to the contact page and send us a message. You understand? And usually we respond within a couple of hours. All right. So that's basically it. And I'm sure at the end of this, you will have a number somewhere to contact us. All right. So that's it. That's what I do. And keep the music locked. Yes, I bless.
Nice little ranch down the orchard. Well, if a veggie where we plant, me not go hungry. Come and say, Luchi and Mo in our pantry. Give me a firm foundation when a Sunday.
Sorry. Oh, Doc. Yes, I you Doc. I want to know why you did. We must why she. I've said to Antonio, no, say the young kukru. So your stomach was said the young. Had been so as I become. And then crying, meaning said if you be forcing I don't know.
Test results natural say when you malaria on the moji.
Yeah, 3D.
Yes, malaria. Nani yem no so we no here. Tinatet tomac and a tinatet malake. Famano nano ho betono.
Malake, anything I take to Mac. I'm on my free.
Tinatet malake eyama obi a wanya malaria fever. Ena tinatet tomac mixture eyama obi a wanya indigestion. Yenhwehwemu hu se wanya malaria and sign na wafa edroi. Not recommended for children below 12 years. Pregnant or lactating mothers should consult a doctor.
Blackpot, Coco Show. Mandela, Madiba, Dalibunga, powerful man. May his body, mind, and soul rest in perfect peace. We remember him today. How many of you know that Mandela married 3 times? How many of you know? 3 times he married. In fact, he married. Rest in peace, Madiba. Hey, the next thing I want to look at is coming quick on your screen. Watch it. It's rolling. And it says what? Shatta Wale bears smoke-stained teeth at Blakk RASTA. Shatta Wale bears smoke-stained teeth at Blakk RASTA. Aha, I see the teeth. Smoke-stained teeth. Wow. He says what? I am your senior. Show me respect. Shatta Wale to Blakk RASTA. Ish. Now the dancehall artist was claiming that he is Blakk RASTA's senior, said he should desist from throwing dirt on his name. Blakk RASTA has on various platforms chastised Shatta for what he describes as being a bad example to the Ghanaian youth. He has constantly spoken against Shatta's display of wealth on social media, which he believes has no positive impact on his fans. That's not all. He has also severely tagged the dancehall artist as a lousy drug addict. But Shatta, in a bid to tackle Blakk RASTA, claims the Barack Obama hitmaker cannot rub shoulders with him in terms of music. And I'm interested in that. But Shatta, in a bid to tackle Blakk RASTA, claims the Barack Obama hitmaker cannot rub shoulders with him in terms of music, while stressing that they are not co-equals. The SM boss stated that Blakk RASTA was still busily searching for a job when he, Shatta, released his first Bandana album. You see, someone like Blakk RASTA, I don't know what his problem is, bad man. Whatever I am saying here is not even hurting him, bad man. As I'm saying here that I've got money, it's paying him. He goes to platforms to insult me, telling me I behave stupidly and stuff. Blakk RASTA, hey, I'm your senior. I broke out in this industry before you. In music, I am his senior. My song Bandana came out when Blakk RASTA was 38 years looking for a job, he stated on Metro TV's Good Evening Show. And he ended by saying, bad man, hey, bad man, hey. So you see, he said that I, at 38, was looking for a job. And he had already come out. 38 is 10 years back. I'm 48 now. He is the one hiding his age. That guy is 43. 43. He knows it. I don't know why people sometimes hide their age. Why? 43. You know it. You know I know. 43. 10 years ago, I was looking for a job. And you had already come out with Bandana. Well, for the records, my first album was recorded in 1999. And it came out on the 14th day of April 2000. 22 years ago. In fact, I recorded it in 1999 at the age of 25. And I released my first album when I was 26. 22 years back. Remember that album? Independent artist sitting somewhere in Tamale. I've been going around the world. I've been going around the world. I've never seen a place as nice as Africa. Welcome, 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 come to Africa. Welcome, everyone. 22 years ago, I was more conscious than I am now. I was singing about Africa. 22 years ago, if Shatta Wale said he is 36, that's what he says now, that is 36, right? That means he was how old 22 years ago? 14. Bad man, hey, bad man. That comedy they do for stop her more, bad man, stop that comedy. Stop that comedy. You see, I told you I'm interested in that little bit where he says, I can't compare myself to him musically. Yes, you have more hit songs than me because we live in a dirty country that is so interested in noise. Anything you make, which of your songs is better than Barack Obama? Mention one song. Is it or which one? Which one of your songs is better than Barack Obama? Show me which one. One. And the one I just sang from my first album is called Africa Sweet. Check it out. Yeah, the time that you were supposedly 14, we were already on the road doing things. You see? Now look at that. Last but one, penultimate paragraph. It says, but Shatta, in a bid to tackle Black Rasta, claims the Barack Obama hitmaker cannot rub shoulders with him in terms of music. Big man, you know, say me, I know they see music as a mission, not a competition. But you, I'm throwing a challenge to you. I mean, you say I know go feel rub shoulders plus you. Come, let's do live band. I know say you know go try do miming. That's what you know. Come, prove to us that 10 years ago when I was looking for a job, you were already doing music and doing your things as bandana. But you forgot that you came to me and talked to me as your senior to manage you. You forget? So I'm throwing a challenge to you. Bring all your fans. Let your fans be the judge. I don't go bring one fan self. Live band, tune for tune. Let them play guitar, real guitar and drums. Not hopping around some, you know, what they call that thing, miming. That's a joke, bad man. I dare you, come, let's do it one-on-one. Show me the venue. Even your house, I will come defeat you and go back. Like Azuma Nelson say, yes, this one is like father and son. If the son misbehave, the father check him. I'm about to check you. If you beat me, if you defeat me, I'll stop music. Bring your fans. Let them be the judge. Your own backyard. I won't bring one fan. After the third song, if you still survive, I'll stop music. Kai Ghana, you see what you've done? You've given credence to noise. Like Kwesi Pratt said the other day, Ghanaian dancehall and reggae has become nothing but noise. It's only Black Rasta who is making meaning out of reggae right now. That's what Kwesi Pratt said. Kwesi Pratt Jr. So bad man. I be you know if you do this, we go feel make money self. I be you know. I know say money way go feel attract you. Come, Black Rasta challenge you. Come, bring your fans like you and Stone Boy do. Live band. This time no miming, nonsense miming. Live band. Sing. Tune for tune. You play one, I can't play one. After the third song, if you win, I go stop music. That's it. Let's deal with the next thing. Come on. Hey. Bad man. A country with no regard for heroes. Abi, you see. Why is Black Rasta saying this? Look at these old people sitting there. They are all retirees. They are all pensioners. Pensioners appeal to government over stipends. I like that, stipends. Some retirees have appealed to the government to work out a package for older citizens living off the national pension scheme to cushion them against the current economic difficulties. They said the value of the monthly stipends they receive from the Social Security and National Insurance Trust, SNIT, has been eroded by inflationary rates and other economic factors, leaving them virtually empty-handed. They said the value of the monthly stipends they receive from the Social Security and National Insurance has been eroded by inflationary rates and other economic factors, leaving them virtually empty-handed. That's Shatta Wale. That's the emphasis. It's true. My brother, I went to the shop over the weekend. Things that I used to buy for 5 cedis just a few months back, now I'm buying them for 20 cedis. And retirees are still receiving the same amount. Kwame Nkrumah's former bodyguard, he receives 47 Ghana cedis as his monthly retirement money. 47 Ghana cedis. That is less than $5 American. Somebody who used to guard the former president. You see that you don't respect your heroes? Those who struggled for this country. Some of them even helped to fight for the independence of this country. Today they are sitting there. You are giving them less than $5 American a month. You are wicked. Yet your pot-bellied president is flying night and day, blowing money. He's gone to France for 6 solid days, blowing our money. What a wicked president. What a wicked generation. That's Shatta Wale. Is this the last one? Oh my God. Interesting things are happening. Look at this. What is he saying? Sleeping policeman, let's go convict after £10,000 bribe. I was asleep when convict escaped. Investigator tells court. Can you believe this? Detective Lance Corporal Kwame Edu Asabre was put in charge of a British national, Harold David Johnson, also known as Emmanuel Snowden, to be sent to the Nsawam prisons, but said the convict escaped whilst he was sleeping in a taxi cab, which was conveying them. He told an Accra Circuit Court, presided over by Patricia Amponsa, whilst being cross-examined by Deputy Superintendent of Police, DSP Sylvester Asare, that Harold David, who was convicted on the offense of defrauding by false pretenses, escaped on the Achimota of Anko Highway. Now, when you read the story, dash it away. Come along. Come. Come. When you read the story, it tells you that this policeman decided to let the British national go, and then he took £10,000 with the promise that the British national will let him join him in the UK. Now the second thing is that he took the convict in a taxi. Why? What are the prison cars? Prison officers pay, they use their own money to take prisoners to the court. So when the prison officer has no money, he will pretend that he's forgotten the court date. They will call the case until the judge gets angry and says, I've sentenced him to 1 trillion years in prison. I've talked about this over and over. Why should a convict be carried in a taxi? We live in a country where fire service go to put off fire in a taxi. I don't know if the taxi all of a sudden has water in it. Why? £10,000 bribe. And he's not even ashamed. He said he was sleeping in a taxi. Ghana is a shame to you. You send your convicts to prison in taxis. And this is what has been happening. I've had prison officers call me and complain to me that this is what is happening. The court date for their, suspects, they have to pay from their own pocket. Sometimes they ask the convict, or better still the suspect, to pay. And when you read this story, it tells you things that will break your heart. Instead of taking the guy in the taxi to Nsawam prison, to start his term, they rather went to the British man's house and they ate pizza on the day they arrived. Pizza. After that, the British man got his girlfriend to prepare more food, and they lived in that house for 2 solid weeks before the man flew out. After the officer gave him his passport, and he gave him £10,000 and said, okay, watch it. Second paragraph, surprisingly, the accused person failed to send the convict to the prison and rather elected to send the convict to his house as a payment to live with him for some time. Further investigations added that upon the promise by the convict to assist the accused person to travel abroad, and in consideration, the accused person released the convict's British passport, which was in his custody, to the convict to travel to the United Kingdom. And he also took 10,000 American pounds. No integrity. You see why we say rewiring this. If he was patriotic, he would never ever allow this guy off the hook after destroying this country. That's it away. Shame on you. Shame on you, officer. Your children will grow and see this. You are a dirty man. You are dirtier than the politicians in power. Dirty man. We have a last story, right? My brother, my sister, I've run out of time. On this sad note, on this dirty note, follow me. With my hands stretched, twisting to the right, twisting to the left, I shout, "Whoa!"